Anthony, coming off your first regular season game in about 11 months, getting back into a game routine week to week, again, taking hits in a game. There are certain things you don't get out of a joint practice or a preseason game. What are the questions you answer, the things you learn going into week two?
I learned that I could manage the offense out there, just be able to help the team whenever I can. I just manage the offense, helping get guys open. Just trying to do my job the best way I can. But, each week, in and out, just trying to master the plan so we can be ready for the game.
How you feeling?
No, I'm feeling good. The first day after the game, I was a little sore, getting used to getting tackled again. But I'm feeling good now.
Last week, they dominated the time of possession. How important is it for yourself and this offense to keep some drives alive and some nice drives in the game coming up against Green Bay?
Yeah, we noticed that, during the game, regardless of how explosive our offense is, we still got to give the defense time to, recover, get their minds right, get their bodies right. We can't, allow them to be on the field pretty much the whole game and have multiple 3-and-out stops and, just not being able to get the first down so they can rest up. So that's something we are thinking about as an offense, making sure we can, manage the game as well as being explosive.
Along those lines, the 43 plays, that's a byproduct of not converting and staying on the field as an offense, you think?
Yeah, a little bit of both, because obviously we scored quick some of the possessions, so that accounts for it as well. But also, just trying to understand what we're trying to do in the game plan. Last week we were thinking about shots. We got a little bit trigger happy with that, but it's all good. We're gonna make sure we're mastering the plan and doing something right for the defense.
When you hit that first shot, the throw to Alec Pierce for 60 yards, I mean, after how long you've waited to get back to see it come together like that, just can you kind of remember just the emotions you were feeling on that play?
A bunch of excitement. It's always good whenever Coach Shane dials up something and the play actually works out there and the guys, make plays for it. So it feels good for us, putting together the offense like that. But we're just trying to stack up the days, stack up the play, and just keep it rolling, honestly.
And when Shane calls that play in your ear, I mean, do you get excited for it, or what?
Yeah, I definitely light up, especially looking at the coverage, trying to see what they're going to give me. Sometimes he just said, forget about it, just let it rip, because we got guys that can roll, so I just got to give them a chance and give them a shot.
The impact, if you get Josh Downs back, what's the impact he brings?
No, he's just another weapon for the offense. We got a bunch of explosive guys, got a bunch of guys that can make moves with the ball in their hands. So I know Shane's going to dial it up if JD's back. He's going to make sure he gets his matchups and make sure everybody else gets open.
And he was saying that he never wants to be that guy in the quarterback's ear like, oh, I could have scored here, I could have whatever. What are you seeing from him from a maturity standpoint, which relation you all have?
As a quarterback, you definitely appreciate stuff like that because, you have some guys that want to get the ball as much as possible. Obviously, it's a little tough when guys are getting open and you're missing them. It hurts me a lot, missing wide open guys like that. But I appreciate him for just sticking with me and just trusting me because I trust him a lot and get open. I just got to deliver the ball to him.
How much are you looking forward to Lambeau Field? I mean, you know the story about going there, their fans. Give me your thoughts on this matchup this weekend.
I'm pretty excited. I hear a lot of stories. Joe told me a couple of stories about going there. He showed us a video of him walking through the tunnel and everything. So I'm excited. It's early in my career as well, so I definitely appreciate that.
How glad are you to be playing there in September and not maybe, December, knowing what the conditions can be like?
Man, you should know I'm excited, man, because I'm a Florida guy, and I know it gets real cold there, and I don't want to be freezing my butt off. So I appreciate us playing them early.
What have you noticed about Alec's ability on those deep balls, just to have a knack to locate it and go up and get it?
I mean, that's one of his superpowers. He's a deep threat. He got wheels. He can jump and go get the ball. So in our offense, that's one of the things we love for him and doing with him. So it's just a matter of me getting the ball to him, making him make his plays.
With Alec on like the intermediate and short stuff, what have you seen from him on those routes as well?
Shane has dialed up a few things for everybody to run certain routes, and everybody can run routes. All of our receivers have a really great route tree when it comes to running routes. So scheming up the plays, obviously people know he's the deep threat. So just switching it up a little bit, getting him, because he can run as well, so just getting him the ball early sometimes, that means a lot.
Shane had told us how you're just so cool. He really loves seeing you on the sideline. You have a good play, a bad play, you're still the same type of person. Where does that come from, and why is that important to you to make sure you do that week in, week out?
Just me knowing myself and knowing that everything's not going to be perfect. Other guys on the other side of the field, they also pros, they're also pretty good at football. So, it's just a matter of understanding that everything's not going to go my way, regardless of if it does or not. I just got to, stay calm for the offense and make sure I'm doing my job and just managing the game.
Shane mentioned that there's a few plays they're going to ask to be looked at with you, some of the hits above the shoulder. Just from your perspective, do you feel like you're being officiated fairly? Would you like to see maybe a little more attention to that?
I don't really necessarily have a comment on it. I know I'm a big quarterback. I know some of the calls might not go our way, which is cool. It's football. You just got to fight through stuff like that and just play regardless of what happens.